On today's show, Google is growing human skin in a lab, but I promise you it's not for the reasons you're thinking of.
A robot learned skiing and hockey and just is better than us in a lot of ways.
Yep, and NASA got its Smap up into the sky this weekend. And if you don't know what a Smap is, we're gonna tell you. Kale 2. It's Tomorrow Daily. Greetings, citizens of the internet. Welcome to Tomorrow Daily, the best geek talk show in the known universe. I'm your host, Ashley Skella, and joining me as always in the fantastic t-shirts, Mr. Kale Anonymous.
This t-shirt is so loud.
It's so loud and so great.
Neighbors came over and were like, turn it down.
Turn your shirt
But
down.
I love this shirt.
Turn
This
it
is my
down.
spirit animal.
It's a pretty
Tina Belcher.
pretty great shirt.
Yeah, anyway, so.
So it's Monday, and we have, again, a little bit of housekeeping, but this is sad housekeeping.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of our colleagues, industry friends, passed away this last sort of few days, I guess, like last week or so. And it's a really big bummer, but we wanted to tell you a little bit about them. So I will let you start with Monty.
Okay, first off, Monty Ohm of Rooster Teeth fame has passed away. He was a part of Rooster Teeth. He was one of the people that kind of took the art of machinima to the next level. Machinima is making movies in a gaming world, but he was one of the people from my past, and he's inspired a lot of people that were that couldn't make stories in anything else. They didn't have any ability to, and he was able to do that. And he was a really inspiring, hardworking guy, and he was 33 years old. So
Too young.
Yeah, really sad. So our thoughts go out to the friends and family of Monty and the people at Rooster Teeth. So.
And then also we lost a great video gaming journalist, Andrew Yoon. Some of you might know Andrew from Weekend Confirmed, from Shack News, Joystick. He was over on Joystick for a while. Great guy. I had never met him personally, but honestly was one of those people. Legitimately, I never heard somebody say a bad thing about him.
Oh wow.
And it's super rare to hear about people like that in the industry because everybody has bad days. And it just seemed like every time someone talked about Andy Yoon, it was so positive. Like he just seemed like a really enthusiastic guy. He loved video games, loved technology, and passed away at the age of 29. Again, way too young, and had a tragic accident last week, and just really shocked a lot of people. And so we're bummed. We're super bummed. And we hate to start the show on such a low note, but we felt it was really important to sort of honor those friends of ours and the rest of the industries, because everybody's just really bummed out today. So we're going to try to give you a good show. We're going to try to entertain you. But you know, hug someone you care about today is what we're saying. So let's hit the headlines. Okay, so Google is growing human skin in a lab.
All right, I'm out of here.
Yep, let's all just pack it in, guys. It's not for cyborgs. It's not for T-1000s. Don't worry. It's not quite yet to send back in time to save John Connor. It is synthetic human skin, but they have used real human skin. So this actually comes from Google X Labs, and The Atlantic did this really great profile on them. Google X Labs is trying to create a wearable that can detect diseases, impending events like heart attacks and even cancer in people. And so here's how they are thinking they might be able to do it. So you would take a pill with nanoparticles in them, and these nanoparticles would have markers on them that could attach themselves to cancer cells or different types of markers that they would be looking for, and nothing else.
Wow.
So the wearable would then detect those nanoparticles and the cells that they're attached to via the light emitted by the cell. So your cells emit light. And since that means it would have to see this very, very faint light through your skin, they have been very seriously researching skin, which is super fascinating to me. They have been growing really lifelike skin because they need to make sure it works on different skin tones and different skin thicknesses and just all kinds of stuff. So they're also using actual human skin that's been like donated through science. Like when you die, you can donate your organs. Well, your skin is actually the biggest organ in your body. It's like the most large surface area. So you can donate your skin. And a lot of people, Kale's like, I will not be doing that. But yeah, so apparently Google X wants to make this like crazy wearable that if you wear it, it can detect and say it'll monitor you like all the time if you have these nanoparticles, and it'll say, hey, something's wrong. You need to go see a doctor. But I mean, obviously no real world testing or anything like that. Like they haven't made some like crazy medical breakthrough. But I just thought it was super fascinating that they're like growing synthetic skin in a lab and like testing out this wearable, and they want to use nanoparticles, which is crazy, or like take a pill, these little particles in it, they can attach themselves to specific kind of cells.
That's so crazy.
I just think that's so neat. And it's such a testament to how far we've come in medicine in like 50 years or even like 10. It's just really unbelievable. So I just thought that was really cool.
That's definitely one of those tech that you put on the list that in 5 years, like everything's just gonna be completely crazy.
Yeah.
You're gonna all have like nanotechnology.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like, oh,
wearing headsets.
Instead of having to do
robot
anything,
limbs.
it's just, oh, is something wrong with you? Here, have this pill. It's got nanoparticles in it, and look for that specific thing to be wrong with you. Weird.
Yeah,
totally
so
weird.
pretty soon this show's gonna be hosted by Ashley Bot and Kale Bot.
Yeah.
Like more
We're
robot
we're
than-
actually just made of nanoparticles.
more robot than human. But
right
that's
now.
really exciting, and Google's behind it, so you know they're not gonna give up.
Apparently, they've poured quite a bit of money into this medical, like a lot of advanced medical research. So there you go. Tell me about this robot.
Okay, so let's talk about Jennifer. Jennifer is a robot that is just having a blast, and she is skiing.
Can I call her Jen?
No, you can't. Her
Okay.
name is Jennifer.
Okay.
Jennifer is a skiing robot.
Look, there she is.
she does both skiing and skating. She is made by none other than Canada. So Canada,
Well, of course, skiing.
Manitoba, Canada, in the Autonomous Agents Laboratory.
That sounds like an awesome lab.
Now she's been playing hockey since 2012, so she's actually been playing sports. But the skiing is brand new
Look
to
at
her.
this tiny
Look at
robot.
how adorable
So
she
cute.
is.
Why didn't they have her in a Super Bowl commercial?
Now
yesterday?
they've created robots like this before that play sports and have won competitions prior to creating this robot. So,
okay.
so they know what they're doing. So the goal here, all right?
Yeah, what's the goal?
So the goal here is to use the tech here to pave the way for robots to do firefighting and rescue. As always, it's always something about rescue.
Yeah, lots
and
of
the reason
rescue
is
stuff.
because the robots that can play sports have the ability to complete multiple tasks and adapt to changing situations and environments.
Okay, so yeah, like I mean, obviously this Jennifer is out, you know, and with the snow, it's changing, the ground changes. So I would imagine this would be really good for researchers to sort of test how well it can do in an environment where it needs to sort of adapt to, you know, to its surroundings pretty quickly and constantly changing surroundings.
Right, and this seems to be a theme with people that are creating robots is that they have them adapt to some sort of sport. Jennifer is actually going to compete in May of this year at the International
Olympics.
Conference. No, International Conference of Robotics and Automation. Sorry,
Okay.
Automation.
Wow.
So there you go. Our best of luck to Jennifer,
Yeah.
and
Bring
we
home the gold.
Look forward
to
to seeing
Canada.
what other sports that she picks up. So, robo
Maybe
football, who knows?
volleyball.
But it seems like because it's Canada, it's going to be mostly
Poutine making.
snow and hockey and
Maple syrup? I don't know,
yeah,
something
maple
like
syrup.
that. Maybe she'll be Mountie. She could be a cop.
You got any more Canada jokes in you?
Yep, I got lots more, but I'll leave them alone. I won't tell them. I will tell you though, your hashtag of the day.
You've been waiting for those Canada
Oh,
jokes
man,
all
it's
day.
just- it's all
you're like
I just live for,
typing in the
I
Canada.
twirled my mustache. I put on my Snidely Whiplash cape. I was so excited to be evil.
I don't know how I knew you were going to bring out the Canada jokes.
It's
Great.
true.
It's
It's
great.
just. They're so polite. Everybody's so nice.
Yeah.
I know many Canadians. And I just love them. They're so delightful. Okay, so our hashtag of the day is TD Teach, and the question is, what fun thing would you teach a robot to do if you could teach it to do anything?
Okay,
So it
go
has to be
ahead.
like a sport or something fun. I feel like I would teach my robot to walk my dogs, and then
That's not fun.
well, it's fun for the dogs. Or I guess
I think it was supposed to be fun for the robot.
I would teach the robot. Oh, fun for the robot? Well, that's a good
you
question.
want to go
I would
first?
Fun for the
I'll
robot.
Go
Yeah,
first.
go ahead.
Sunbathing.
You teach your robot to just sunbathe it out.
To sunbathe.
I
And
like
it would be solar powered.
Oh,
So it'd just be
solar-powered
like
sunbathing
this,
robot just collecting energy.
And it would use the energy to stay like this.
I think they have those. They're called solar panels.
I think it's just a piece of metal laying
solar panel.
laying
That's
out
what
in
it
the
is.
sun.
I think we've already invented that. I mean, I would really like to see robots surfing. I think that would be really fun.
Yeah, but I'd have to
scuba
get
diving.
Scuba
Diving, like get way down there.
That's actually terrifying.
I'd be
Once they get
intense.
into the water.
Scuba diving robots.
cool.
That'd be super cool. All right. So and then lastly, we were going to talk about this on Thursday, but then they delayed the launch, so we had to push the story back and make sure they launched it into the orbit.
Good call.
And we could actually talk about it. So NASA JPL launched their Smap satellite this weekend. It was a successful launch. Here's some of the video. SMAP stands for Soil Moisture Active Passive, and it's a satellite observatory. So this is kind of crazy because you would imagine that if you wanted to study soil, you would have to do it on Earth, but that is not so. So what SMAP is out there doing is it's up in orbit, it's checking out the Earth, and it's designed to monitor the Earth's soil moisture, the top 2 inches of our soil on Earth. Day and night, it can see through clouds. It can see through some vegetation, like medium amounts of vegetation. So it can measure the moisture in our soil from space, like it's insane. So it blows my mind that that's even possible. It's a 3-year mission, and the point of this mission is to monitor the Earth's soil moisture and track the effects of drought. So what they're saying is they will be able to make these sort of unprecedented soil maps from space. They're going to have these like crazy detailed maps that we've really never had before that are global. So they'll be able to track everything. And they're saying that these maps would hopefully, in a perfect world, be able to improve climate and weather forecasts, monitor droughts, predict flooding, crop yields, and famine. So if they say like, well, hey, like we're noticing this pattern here, this is going to be a good crop yield or bad, or this is what we've seen over the last 3 years. But super fascinating. And if you want to follow them on Twitter, you can go over to twitter.com/NASA-SMAP, SMAP, and they'll give you updates. And I actually got to see the SMAP at NASA JPL before the end of the year last year. I got to go and see it while they were working on it and getting it ready to like launch. So it was really cool. I got to like look down into the lab and like everybody's in these crazy all white outfits with like they're totally free of contaminants because they don't want to send that up, and it's oh my gosh, it was so cool. It was really, really cool.
Wow. Wait, how long is it going to be up there?
3 years. 3-year mission.
Okay.
So and it's going to monitor like it uses radar and radiometer radar and radiometers to check the moisture level in the surface, the top 2 inches of soil. It's only 2 inches.
And it's over the entire planet, right?
Yeah, they're gonna be monitoring
the entire planet.
So
it's gonna help everybody.
Should.
Okay.
I mean, hopefully it will. I think this is just super fascinating for me. I mean, the fact that we can monitor that from space,
Cool.
like in orbit. So good job, NASA.
Yeah, that'll definitely help us out. So that's good.
Yeah. So that is it for our headlines. We'll be right back. We have a Backeter Hackett that's for the photographers out there.
Oh.
And we also have your user feedback from last week, and of course, speaking of, our photographer of the day. So don't click away. It's Tomorrow Daily. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. We have returned with a Monday edition, as always, of Backeter Hackett.
Hackett.
You're just right up front.
I hate this thing. What are we
All
even
right.
talking about?
It's called Print with a Y. Print with a Y. Mm-hmm. For us millennials who like to spell things
no,
weird.
it needs a Z on the end.
Prints. No, it's Print, and it's a phone case. But it's a special phone case that is a photo printer. So
What?
you drop your phone in there, pop it in there, and it doesn't work via Bluetooth. It actually uses your connector, so your power, and then and you print out little pictures. Anything you have on your phone, you can just print out like a little Polaroid camera.
Oh, man.
You can turn your smartphone into basically, the equivalent of what a Polaroid camera is, which is pretty awesome.
That's quirky.
It's super twee. It's a little bit, it's a little hipstery, but
Yeah.
But they make a good point in the video. Like they were talking about how like, oh, maybe you're all out on a night, night on the town with your friends, and it's a good keepsake. It's funny, like, maybe I don't know, maybe there's some rom-com, some sort of meet cute. You can write on your little pictures, make a little board. I don't know. Get physical with it. Physical media.
No, it's adorbs.
It is
that's what I've
slightly
used to describe
adorable.
this.
I just thought it was really interesting that it's compatible with both iOS and
Okay.
Android.
Oh,
So
that's great.
Usually it's like it's only one or the other.
I have to know, this looks kind of expensive.
Okay, so it is $99, which
Okay,
isn't
that's not that expensive.
terrible.
No.
I was expecting it to be like $199 because that seems to be like
too.
the entry-level price point for everything on Kickstarter that's like technology-based.
However, I'm sure that the printing paper or whatever is expensive.
In fact, you do in fact need to buy printer paper. So you get 10 sheets. So it's basically like buying a printer at home. You get like starter, you get like starter ink and like, but it doesn't use ink, which is nice, or cartridges. It's like almost like a Z ink or whatever. You know, Polaroid has their Z ink. So this is it's all done inside, so you don't have to worry about ink or cartridges, but you do have to buy the special paper. So it is special paper that is, I think they said $25 for 50 sheets.
That's not bad. All right.
50 cents a sheet's kind of expensive. I mean, when you break it down, but I mean, if you only need 50, 50 might last somebody a really long time.
Yeah.
So, or it might last somebody like 3 weeks. I don't know what your photography
I'm
habits
sure like
are.
day one you'd go nutso, and then maybe
then it
afterwards
mellowed
it
out.
wouldn't be so
For the
crazy.
rest of the 11 months of the year, you'd be
you're
like,
high school. You're like, here's the guy I like. You know,
exactly.
There's the treat. You know.
oh look, here's my breakfast cereal.
oh,
But yeah,
God.
the other thing that I really liked was this. The app, the print app, has a really awesome feature. It's augmented reality scanning. So let's say you have your print and you hold the picture up, the physical picture that you took, you hold it up to the app and it will show you the few seconds before you snap the picture as like a living photo.
Wait, how does it do that?
It's augmented reality. So when you take that picture, it takes video of like the few seconds before you take the photo, and then when you hold the printed picture up to your app in the camera, it looks like the picture is animated. Looks like there's a little video of it.
I was on board till that.
And then
I don't like what, because usually people are like, okay, hold on. All right.
Well, it's
Yeah,
just mostly
that's-
people like this.
Yeah, I'm
Take the
not
picture.
I'm not sure that's as cool as it sounds. It sounds cool, but like people aren't like, yeah, fireworks.
Well,
and then they're like,
if it's a posed picture, I
Yeah.
get it. But if not, if it's like an action shot, or you're at a party or something,
Yeah.
then it's great. It's
Yeah.
really great. It's like very lifelike and funny, and you can always relive the moment
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. You know, like picture enthusiasts like to relive the moment. Like everybody likes that. So it's
a cool feature.
It's a cool feature. I don't know that I'd buy it, so I'm gonna say heck it. It's not for me.
how much was it? $25 for the things?
Yeah.
And $100 is the fee once it's completely
That's to
out.
kickstart it. $99.
How much is it when it
Gets
comes
you a
out?
print. I don't know how much it'll be when it actually like releases
Probably
via retail.
200,
No, I
right?
think it'll be like probably 130, 150, probably 150, something like that. But the earliest, oh man, I wish I would have gotten in on the lowest level backer, like the early bird. They only had 20 of them. They like put aside 20 earliest birds, and it was like $30 or $40 or something. It was super cheap, or maybe 50, but it was under $50. And then after that, it was like, oh, it's 75, and then 100.
I am going to speak for myself and not others and say hack it.
Okay.
But
That's
I
on me
think,
too. It's
I
not for me.
definitely think some other people, like my sister, would love it.
100%. I know lots of
sister would be
people who
all
would love
about it.
this. Me personally, I don't see myself using it a lot. And also, it's not, so far, I did not see any compatibility for phones like the Note 4 or the iPhone 6 Plus. It's kind of smaller-ish phones. So I saw like the Galaxy S5, like, and I saw the iPhone 6, but I didn't see the Note 4 was not in there,
All right.
or the 6 Plus. So there you go.
It's cute.
Cute. Good.
Adorbs.
Like it.
Like
All
I
right.
said.
Great for other people, maybe not for us. Double hacks. Double hacks. It's terrible. All right, you guys. Let's try to cheer everyone up with some user feedback.
Oh, wow, you're really putting this on the users to cheer everyone up?
And you're going to, because they were really good. So last week we asked you guys to use the hashtag TDUnreal to tell us what old retro game they'd want rebuilt in Unreal Engine 4.
Okay.
So Frank wrote to us and said, I would love to see Half-Life 2 remade
Yeah!
using UE4, and maybe Fallout 3 too. The Wasteland done in UE4 would be awesome. Kale agrees with you.
I don't know.
Because
Did I not say that? Was that
I think
not
you
my
mentioned
answer?
you wanted to make me play Fallout, but I don't think that was your
I didn't
answer.
say Fallout 3.
Alexander wrote to us and said, "How about Pong?"
No.
I think if you did it in a real life scenario, it would be it would be
No.
hard. It'd be really tough.
No, I don't wanna do that.
Stefan wrote to us,
Sorry,
said,
Alexander.
Minecraft might not be that old, but a super realistic recreation of it would be awesome. But then, is it really Minecraft?
You're in Minecraft right now, technically.
Yeah,
you go out to
we're
the
in
forest.
a simulation right now.
No, I mean just go out to the forest and it's just really high res Minecraft.
True.
That's Stefan, right?
Yeah.
I
I don't know, Stefan.
I love Stefan.
What would
but
that
I'm
look
not-
like?
Yeah, Stefan, you gotta elaborate.
Yeah, you gotta
friendo.
maybe give us a visual cue of what it would look like. Maybe with something called Photoshop.
What do you got next?
Jesus wrote to us and said, "I'd love to experience a remastered System Shock 2.
Oh my God.
If the rights issues could be resolved." And he even tagged IG Levine. I like that.
Wow, that's a blast from the past.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, totally. And then Rob emailed us and said, "1, Jedi Academy. 2, Star Citizen." Oh wait, Star Citizen, isn't that being rendered in Unreal 4? I don't know.
Oops.
It looks gorgeous anyway. P.S. I would like to see these 4 series in this game be developed using the Unreal Engine on Oculus Rift. I would like to see they would be Resident Evil series, Silent Hill series, Assassin's Creed series, and Dying Light.
Man, he wants to see a lot of horror stuff.
Yeah, you like survival horror, Rob. We get
looks
it.
good. Looks
super good.
Good choices.
Yeah, really good choices.
Except for Pong. I'm sorry, I'm
Alex.
not even throwing any haterade up in the air, but there you go. Sorry.
I think you just doused Alex in haterade. You just poured it over him.
I'm sorry.
Really.
I'm sorry.
Hopefully it's
Pong.
yeah, Pong. Okay, guys, it's time for our last piece of user feedback, which is of course our photographer of the day. You know, Kylie R wrote to us, and I thought this was really interesting. He didn't say quite what phone he used, but said we got some awesome new lenses for our telescope, and I couldn't resist the opportunity to use them to once again show how phones can be used to take great photos. Please enjoy my attached photo of,
No
of
way.
the moon. That's our moon.
That's fantastic.
So I'm assuming he just, put his phone through the, put the lens right up there on the eyepiece and snapped a pic of the moon. Which is pretty cool.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, I totally dig that. I saw it and I was just like, oh, that's delightful.
Hey, ingenuity is allowed during the photographers.
Totally true.
We saw the drone photo, which cheated, but still was
Slightly
amazing.
cheating, but looked
So
really
great job.
cool.
Yeah, you're definitely my favorite viewer. So
Yeah, very
Nice.
creative. Really creative. Maybe like a 90 on a scale of 100. So not quite my favorite. Not quite yet. But if you'd like to be in contention for my favorite photographer of the day, or if you'd like to be Kale's favorite photographer of the day, you can email us tomorrow@cnet.com. You can also send us your user feedback there, or if you absolutely hate email, you can find us all over social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Tumblr as Tomorrow Daily, and then we're on Google Plus as Tomorrow Daily TV.
And if you want to see Pong made in Unreal Engine, don't forget
Get
to,
out.
and you like YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. And also, if you're listening on the podcast, hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, we're checking your base.
This is our radio
Don't forget to
voices.
rate and review, and I don't know, you can subscribe on there too.
Well, yeah, you can always subscribe to the podcast.
All right, cool, awesome.
And we do a video version of the podcast
And we have
too.
the Snapchat. Now, did you say that?
We
Did you
do
mention
have.
the
I did
Snapchat?
mention the Snapchats.
We don't have like
the
a lower
kids.
third for that, so you're just gonna have to.
But
what
we
is
have a
it?
contest. It's Tomorrow Daily on Snapchat. But
Any
we have
spaces? It's just
nope,
tomorrow.
just Tomorrow Daily.
One
word, all
Okay.
lowercase. And we're doing a contest as to whose shirt was better, so you guys can tell us.
Okay, cool.
And your snaps. Send us your snaps. Anyway, that's it for today's show. We'll be back with a whole new docket of weird, wonderful, awesome science, geek, pop culture, gaming, whatever floats our boat news tomorrow. But until then, be good humans, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.